We will see that as we proceed further, and I would urge all of you to be there and see how powerful these practices can be. And our observation, our practice, our internalization would make these practices extremely powerful and change the quality of our life, especially in manifesting happiness, joy in the space of our health, wealth, and relationships. Welcome, everyone. Wonderful, wonderful to see you after a gap. And now we are getting into a space of spiritual practices. These are based on ancient practices from various lands, especially from this very land, that's India. So we will see how our processes, these processes, can make our life completely transformed. As we proceed, I trust you can hear me. You are also with me through this journey. Please let me know that it is audible and you can also see me, and the screen is visible as well. If you're seeing afterwards the recording, please do mention that watching the recording, enjoying it. So great to have your presence. Let's move through the 10 different practices. These 10 different practices are actually in 3 different domains. One is our health domain. That's our physical and mental health, also the health of our soul, the spirit. So we'll look at each one of them and see how they can transform our life. To start with, the first thing that we would look at is a very powerful aspect of our life, that is food. Let's look at it. And this practice is known as drinking food and eating water. Sounds very unusual, drinking food and eating water. This is a spiritual process. The process of eating through a mindful process, through a mindful state of being, and converting the food to liquid. When we eat, when we take that food into our mouth, we are completely being present with that food, as if we are in a state of devotion, as if we are having some kind of an offering to our body. And that's what food is. We take the food, feel every granule of that food as we put it into our mouth, and then we are chewing it. And that chewing should be so much that the food gets converted into liquid before we swallow it. This is what we say, drinking the food. If you found, or if you're already practicing this, already experienced this, mention that. Otherwise, write that I commit. Let's all commit to this, because there are multiple advantage of this. There are multiple advantage of this process. The advantage is, as the modern science looks at this process, it sees that when we are actually breaking down that food into very small particles, it's very easier for the body to digest it. And easier it is, we are more healthy. Reason being, a relatively recent findings of what they say, there is a chemical in the body called lysosome, which actually eats up the body's impurities, the toxins. If the food particles are eaten at the as early as possible, it has more bandwidth to eat up all those bacteria which are harmful, all those toxins in the body, including the cancerous cells in the body, would be swallowed by that particular chemical. So we are giving our body kind of healing bandwidth by chewing our food more and more and completely making it liquid before we swallow it down. So that's what we say, drinking food. That's number one. Along with it, we say eating water, meaning we are not gulping down water as fast as you can. Many of us, we use bottles and just pour into inside our body, which is not the best of things that we can do. We should completely relax ourselves, take sip by sip, as if we are chewing water, allowing it to connect every part of our mouth before we drink it down through our food pipe. start these two practices. These are kind of spiritual practices of eating and drinking, as if you are praying to our food and water. They are like lifeline to our body, and we are doing or we are eating without putting our attention or awareness of how we are doing it. In addition to these processes, we should ensure when we are eating, when we are drinking water, we are completely in a state of calmness, in a state of connectedness with food. We are not watching some television, we are not talking about somebody or some negative things, we are not thinking negative when we are eating. And it has been seen, when we eat and drink with a positive frame of mind, our body digests better, and also it cleanses the body. The water cleanses the body, purges out the toxins in a better manner. So it's something that we can definitely do. If you are thinking that it makes sense and you are committing to this, do write that. Do write that I commit from today. Practice number 1, that is drinking food and eating water. Taking food, chewing so many times that it becomes liquid, and drinking water as if we are eating it. So please do mention I commit. That's the thing that we can do to ourselves to change and transform our body, our mind, and our soul. Yeah. If you can mention that in the chat box, that would be great. That would give me a sense that you are absolutely in alignment with what I'm going to share and what I'm sharing with you. Great to see your commitments. Please, let's commit and perform this, do this, change our life. Small practices, big impact. That's what we have seen. That's what we can experience as we go through these practices. So practice number 1, drinking food and eating water. This is for the body, but we are using a mind for this. As we said, we are calming down our mind and focusing on the act of eating and drinking. Great, great, great. Lovely. As you proceed further, we are proceeding further with one more extremely powerful thing for our body, for our mind together. Let's look at that. Let's look at the next aspect. The next aspect is called the BHEL steps, water and air. BHEL steps, water and air. What exactly is this? This is a 3 minutes break that we need to take at least 7 times during the day while going through a spiritual process. The 3 processes are, first process you can see, walking. We are taking steps for 1 minute. We are walking for 1 minute, completely getting anchored to our body, feeling our body, completely feeling as if we are connected to our body. And every step that we are taking, every movement of our hands is blessing us, healing us, energizing us, and loving us. So you are saying every step is blessing me, healing me, loving me, and energizing me. So every step that you are taking, you are just having this affirmation. Every step is blessing me, healing me, energizing me, and loving me. Just have that affirmation as you're doing it. Then after 1 minute, you are coming back, sitting down and taking a glass of water and looking at that glass of water with reverence, with regard, as if you are praying for it. You are expressing gratitude to that water, and then slowly picking up that glass and drinking sip by sip. Every sip of water is blessing me, healing me, energizing me, and loving me. Feel that as you are doing it. Feeling is so important. Feeling changes the internal programs of our subconscious. It relays our neural pathways. So feel and drink, as it will take approximately 1 minute or little less. Take it slowly, and as we said, eating water, slowly feel the water in your mouth as it is slowly dripping down to your stomach. Feel that, and every sip of water is blessing you, healing you, energizing you, and loving you. That's what is the affirmation that you're doing. Next, after having that, you are having breathing. For 1 minute, take all your attention to the breathing process, feeling that breath and telling yourself, every breath is blessing me, healing me, energizing me, and loving me. So as you're breathing, you're saying, this breath is blessing me, healing me, energizing me, and loving me. So breathe for 1 minute, at least 7 times every day. Every hourly, it's an hourly process. After 1 hour, again you repeat. You can set alarm for this. Just by doing this, you can see and sense a change in your body and in your mindset. You can clearly feel your body is feeling more energy, getting some kind of power, as if your immunity has improved. And this has been experienced by people just by taking this process. Following this process, our stress level also comes down. Please do this just right 7 times. 7 times BHEL. 7 times, or 7 BHEL. You can write 7 BHEL. Let's all do this, practice this. This is an immensely powerful process for transformation. Very simple, yet so powerful, so empowering. You can overcome many challenges. Your resilience about your internal state of emotionality improves significantly. Any hurt from outside, anybody criticizing, you would not be disturbed as much. The reason being, you are breaking the pattern of accumulating stress through the day. You're breaking it 7 times at least. You can increase it to 9 times or 15 times if you can, but at least 7 times every day. If you can do it, you can sense a change happening in your life. Great. I can see lovely comments coming in. Great to see your commitments. Let's all do this. Let's all do this. Next one. So this is number 2. The third one. Let's look at the third one. Again, a very powerful process. Very powerful process. And this is about our sleep. This process is about our sleep. When we say it is about sleep, these are 5 steps or 5 spiritual processes to get to the sleep mode. If you follow this, you are actually doing 3 things. We started with eating. The second one is about movement and having water and breathing. And third one is getting to a depth of sleep. This process is simple yet super powerful, a very spiritual or a deep spiritual process where we can start like lying on the bed. Step number 1, lying on the bed and completely bringing your attention to the body. You are anchoring yourself to the body. Every part of the body you are feeling and experiencing with your attention, with your awareness, meaning feeling it, and with joy, absorbed into the body. And then slowly having an affirmation, I feel my body. Now I surrender my body to the space of sleep. I surrender my body to the sacred space of sleep. So we are surrendering our body to sleep. Next step, I bring my attention to my breathing process and realizing that I have so many millions and millions of physiological processes happening in the body. That is circulation of the blood, metabolism, digestion, all these processes are relentlessly happening inside. As I pay attention to the breath, I realize that flow of prana which is happening, which is running the internal magic inside my body. And slowly I am saying, I am surrendering my pranic energy to the sacred space of sleep. The second step, my breath I am surrendering to the sacred space of sleep. With that affirmation, I actually feel as if I am surrendering myself, my breath, to the sleep. Third one, I bring my attention to my mind and gently saying, I am surrendering all my thoughts, emotions, and surfaced memories to the space, to the sacred space of sleep. The third state, the third step. Next, I gently bring my attention to my intellect, my awareness, my ability to be aware of things at the present moment, to be creative, the heightened intellectual capability of me. Gently I am saying, I am surrendering my intellect to the sacred space of sleep. So I am also surrendering my intellect, my awareness, my conscious awareness to the sacred space of sleep. And as I get there, get to the space of silence, I gently have an affirmation. I am now surrendering my soul to the sacred space of sleep. I surrender and then just relax on the bed. This alone, this 5-step spiritual process can completely transform your sleeping pattern, sleeping rhythm, and the energy that you gather, and the evolution that you have as you go through the sleeping process. Just mention 5-step surrender, that is 5 SSS. 5 SSS, meaning 5-step surrender to sacred sleep. Just follow this process from tonight. Surrender yourself one by one. It's called the Panchakosha. We are surrendering our body. Then we are surrendering our prana, surrendering our Manomaya Kosha, surrendering our Vijnanamaya Kosha, surrendering our Anandamaya Kosha, the soul itself. We are also connecting to the universal space of sacred space of sleep. Are you getting it? Are you sensing it? The power of this. Just mention that 5 SSS. All of us, we can write that 5 SSS. The next few practices are extremely powerful. Be there till the end so that we can continue practicing these 10 practices and practice them for at least 21 days, and you will see a transformation in your life for sure. Lovely, I can see. 5 SSS. Great to see all your responses. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next powerful thing. This is about, as we have gone through the body and mind, now it's for connecting with our soul. Connecting with our soul is getting to that state, or E state as we term it. Just need to practice meditation every day for 5 minutes. And this, you can follow different processes that we have. The Panchakosha, Viveka practice. You can follow the practice which is there already in the description of this video. The practice within 5 minutes, how you can get to that complete relaxed state of the mind, and we feel that evolved state as if you're connecting to a higher power. Every day we need to meditate and connect to the deepest core of ours, connect to our soul, connect to the universe through that process. So 5 minutes is what we need to devote for this. And as modern science has discovered, if we are doing this, we are changing our internal processes, changing our quality of life, we are getting focused, we are achieving larger things in life. Also, we discover our true purpose of life by connecting to our soul. And also the parapsychology, which says as we get deeper and deeper into ourselves, we find out our true journey through timeline. We remember some of the past aspects of we know about our karma. We also have a sense of knowing little about the future, and we be present for those kind of eventualities with preparedness. So these are extremely powerful processes. Please do meditate every day, at least for 5 minutes, if you can increase, stretch that to more than 1 hour, that will be fabulous if you can do that. Great to see all of your continued involved participation. Please do mention if these sessions, how are you feeling these practices as we are coming to the midpoint. Just mention in one word how you're liking these practices. Just mention that in the comment box as we are proceeding further. In one word, how is it? Valuable, excellent, or okay, good, wonderful, whatever term that comes to your mind, please do mention that. Yeah, powerful. That's what Sita Kanji is saying. Powerful. Great, great. Moving further. Next is relationship. We'll look at relationship, and in relationship, we will practice something called Ho'oponopono, and this is for people whom we love. This practice has 4 statements, and again, we have given the description of the entire video of practicing Ho'oponopono. You can click on that link and also check out the video for going through that practice systematically. In Ho'oponopono, which is an ancient Hawaiian practice for complete connection with the universe, connecting to other souls, this practice can literally transform and transcend the quality of our relationships with others, with our family members, with people whom we love. We have to enrich those relationships by applying this practice called Ho'oponopono. 4 statements. We say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. When we do that, people who are there with you in your family, just look at them and do this practice. You can do by putting your hands on your chest and just say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Just chant this much. With your spouse, if you can just touch them and do it, hold their hands and do it jointly, you can do it for each other. Or if you do not feel very comfortable doing like that, you can just touch them when they are sleeping, or when maybe they are nearby you, just have a touch, and in your mind you can chant this. With your children, if they're sleeping, just put your hands on their forehead and just, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. One little caution, when we are saying I'm sorry and forgive me, this is not about feeling guilty or feeling sad as we say sorry or forgive me. This is about feeling compassionate about them and also guilt free. Forgive me as if you are being forgiven. That's what saying, forgive me and thank you and I love you. And as you said I love you, you are feeling, you are flushed with love, and that love is overflowing onto them. Sense that flow of love as if a radiance, glowing light is flowing from you onto them. Just do this practice and you'll find magical changes in your relationships. So practice number 5 is Ho'oponopono for your loved ones. Nurture your relationships with Ho'oponopono. There is another kind of suffering. Sometimes we have lost some people in our life because probably they have passed away or some breakup. But that memory haunts us. That memory has a lot of maybe sadness, guilt, sorrow, fear, anger, so many multiple negative internal state emotions may come up. So for them, again, a different version of Ho'oponopono. And this powerful process, we call it a candle Ho'oponopono. Bring a candle, dim your light and lit up the candle. Just look at that candle as if the person whom you lost from your life, look at that candle as if that's the soul of that person. And just do this practice again, saying, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Continue this practice looking at this candle, and this can literally change the the internal state that you have for that individual who is no more in your life or who is far and not in touch with you. You can sense a transformation. The sufferings on account of that loss of relationship will just vanish away from your life. So, the sixth practice is about healing your sufferings from lost relationships, applying the candle Ho'oponopono practice. All of you, many people have lost their dear ones during the pandemic. So we can just bring in that candle, look at that candle, pray for that soul, and say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Continue this practice, you'll find a transformed and a different quality of life. Lovely, lovely to see your responses. Blessed, mind blowing, excellent, feeling goosebumps, great, lovely, wonderful. Lovely to see all your responses. Really, really feel blessed to have a presence in this session. Yes, this is for the next one is actually for people who hurt us. That's the next one. This is again, which is a part of relationship. So first, on relationship was for the loved ones. The second one for those who have lost in life. The third one is a 3-step practice. We call it I am divine practice. As you can see, there are 3 steps in this. Again, we will share a link in the description which you can check out, and the entire practice is given in there. So you need to follow that practice in order to change your relationship and guard yourself from abuse of others. Many people, they have emotional onslaughts. They actually abuse you with their emotionality. They can kind of hurt you through that toxic emotions. So how to guard yourself and how to go beyond that, and also how to change them. This is a super powerful practice. What we do here is, first practice, we call it I am divine practice. The problem many times is about our own internal state of feeling small. Many people, they feel small about themselves and give the power to others. We are hurt because the power is given to others. The moment power is with others, that power hurts us. Now, how to get that power inside? Doing this practice, it's a simple practice wherein what we do is we get on to a visualization process. We bring all our attention to the body, and then we visualize as we are walking on a path and going on to the top of the hill. You can see that there on the picture. On a top of a hill, you are just expanding your hands, all in your visualization. Expanding your hands and saying, I can see the entire universe watching me as I am a divine being. And I take a pledge that I am confident, I am courageous, I am having that firmness, the power, and also I am compassionate and caring for others. I take this pledge, O universe, this power of I am divine, I would express and help others and not be hurt by anyone, because I have the spark of divine. This you need to practice for at least 7 days. Feel that within, because this needs a change in your energy state. The energy state of feeling low has to be transformed into feeling confident, courageous, and having that internal power to be compassionate and being caring for others. After you do this practice for a few days, then we have another visualization, particularly the person who is hurting you. And you now see that this person is shouting, hurting, abusing, is because he or she is weak. And that thing, that problem, that challenge is his or hers, not mine. I am absolutely powerful, and see yourself as a larger, huge being, and seeing the other person as a lame, meek, and very weak kind of a character. Looking at him in or her in your visualization. feeling that you are powerful, he or she is not as powerful. Do this practice and say that you cannot hurt me. You should not hurt me, because by trying to hurting me, you are actually being hurt. You cannot touch me because I am powerful. I am having the power of universe surrounding me, protecting me from any emotional onslaught. Visualize this. For powerful visualization, again, we have given the link to the practicing visualization, how to master visualization, in the description. Please do use that. And that would help you learn the power of visualization. Use and apply the power of visualization, and these are extremely powerful processes. After having that interaction in a visualization in actual time, when you are facing each other, look with confidence, compassion on your face, looking at the person directly into the eyes. Before you start your conversation, you are saying, I'm directing you to calm down and behave properly, because by trying to hurt me, you are hurting yourself and you cannot touch me anyway. I am directing you, guiding you, helping you not to hurt yourself. Say this in your mind, looking directly into the eyes, with compassion on your face, confidence in your body, with a posture which is showing that courage, but there is no ego there, no aggression there. There is a complete calm being facing another being. Do this, and this can change the power completely. You can sense a change not just in you, protecting yourself from the onslaughts. You can see a change in the person who is trying to hurt you. Just try out on this for about 7 to 10 days. Initially, the person may flare up a little more, because unusual behavior probably he would not be able to digest initially. Just know that more and more he or she is flaring up, that's your victory. You are actually impacting his mindset. So just look at with more compassion, more directive, that calm down further and further. Try out this and you'll see a change happening. Scientifically, we can look at how the mirror neurons, there is a kind of neuron which is in our brain which actually understands the other's brain. Similarly, the other person's brain, some of the neurons will vibrate exactly as my brain neurons are vibrating. So he would also get the message very clear that he needs to calm down or she needs to completely settle down rather than shouting or abusing. Try out this. This can be transforming the relationships, changing the dynamics of relationships. Great. Lovely. Lovely to see that. Can we all practice this? Can we all change our relationships? Just right. Transform relationships. Let's all transform our relationships for the good. Transform relationships. Let's all do that transformation of relationships. There is a query. There's a lovely statement coming up on your screen, you can see, from Dr. Kavita. Great to see this wonderful, wonderful affirmation. So, let's all commit to this. 1.1, again, one question is there. What to do with low self-love? The same, you can apply Ho'oponopono practice for the self. Just do this. This is so empowering. Just do it for yourself. Putting your hands on your chest. Just say, I love, or start with, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And say it to yourself, say it to your body, say it to your mind, tell it to your soul. Do it 3 times, once for the body, once for the mind, once for your soul. See the change. The self-love would improve significantly. So great to see all your responses. Are you all getting super value from this? These are valuable, super powerful practices. Let's all apply to ourselves. Commit to apply. Please do commit to apply to yourself and change your quality of life. So, Seventh one we are done with. 7 practices. I am divine is 7. Next is, coming on to the next one, we come to the money aspect. The third aspect that we are talking about is wealth. First, we talked about the health of the body, mind, and soul. 4 practices we did for that. Then we talked about relationships with our loved one, with people whom we have lost, with those who are trying to hurt us. And in addition to that, you can do Ho'oponopono for yourself as you love yourself. So we did 3 practices for relationships, and now we do 3 practices for wealth. Many times, many people believe that wealth is counter spiritual entity. That means if you have wealth, you are not spiritual. It's not true at all. If you look at our own tradition, Lakshmi, we pray and worship for wealth. So wealth is treated as spiritual. If we do it properly, it is actually spiritual. And let's change our energy. Unfortunately, our energy related to money is negative frequency. We have a poor frequency for money. Our resonance with money, many of us who are not having that abundance mindset, we are having that challenge of inner frequency which is in dissonance with money frequency. I would urge you to practice this much simple, very powerful. What you need to do is every day, take coins or even currency notes in your hands, like we have seen. Just put them in your hands. Just have them in your hands, in your palm, and put them like this, or you can put them like this, and feel the energy. Just say, I am energized. I feel the power of money is flowing through me, and I know money is spiritual. I am enjoying the frequency of money. I know money frequency is getting vibrated inside me. Feel that touch and tell to yourself, I can feel and sense the frequency of money, and it is the spiritual frequency of money. I am finding that change inside me. Just do that. Touch coins or currency notes, hold them in your hands, and just go on doing this. Just feel that this is happening. Along with this, anytime you are receiving money from anybody, as you touch it, you say, wow, I can feel the power of money. I express my gratitude. The moment you are touching money, you are expressing your gratitude to money, that it has come to bring in a lot of abundance to your life. And as you are giving to anybody, and when you are giving to anybody for any reason, when you are giving, you are just saying, wow, I am blessing money. It will go and flourish and help others to grow in life. And in return, I am getting so much of love and so much of value. The money which is going is giving in return more value than the money that you're giving. Have this. Express your gratitude and send your blessings along with money. Do this and see the transformation in your wealth space. Start with this. So changing the energy inside. We are having negative frequency. It needs to be changed to a kind of resonance with money. We are having, many people have got dissonance with money. Emotionally, they are having some negative aspects about money. They feel money is corrupt, money is bad, money can make worsen relationships. All these thoughts which are probably implanted in our early childhood time. Movies also, they depict that rich people are bad. But money is not good or bad. Money is neutral. It depends on who is holding the money. A good person having money would do good things. A person who is not so good would not do the good things. A bad person probably will abuse others through money. So it's always good that money should be there with good people. And as we all, I can absolutely with confidence say that all the people who are here are good people because they have come for their growth, spiritual growth. So all of us, let's have more money and apply that money for the well-being of the world, of humanity. So let's all do that together. So the first practice, holding money, praying money. You can pray also. Feel that sense of touch of money. You can pray Lakshmi or any energy that you can sense inside, having that touch and feel that it is coming and changing your energy inside. Next practice is an affirmation, very powerful affirmation. So we are coming to the 9th practice. This was 8th. We are coming to the 9th practice, and the 9th practice is money affirmation. This is to change the mindset. The previous one was to change the energy. Now it's to change the mindset with affirmation. It's just saying, I love money and money loves me. I love money and money loves me. I have a positive outlook to money. Money comes and stays with me and it loves me. There is a love for money. But that's not greed. It's not greedy. I just love money. I want money to flourish and money want me to flourish. Just say this. And if you can just do this practice 7 times, and while changing your energy, after doing that energy activation, gratitude and blessings and feeling that energy changed, holding that also, you can continue saying that I love money and money loves me. I love money, money loves me. You can chant this 7 times. Feel that. Feel there is a love happening in your mind for money, and you are using this money, applying this money to grow, and money is helping you, coming in your life to help you grow. Feel this, tell this 7 times every day. You'd find there will be change in your energy and in your mindset. But that's not all. The next aspect about money is more practical. Every week, the 10th practice is every week, take at least 1 hour time to monitor and strategize for improving and growing your wealth. Again, do it in a spiritual mode. Get to your calm state. Take out all your documents. Look at them. Look at your bank accounts. Look at money where they are parked. Look at your budget. So all this monitoring and strategy, where to invest, how to invest, do this. And before starting this process, go for a 1-minute meditation. Just focus on your eyebrows, center of your eyebrows, the third eye as they call it, the space which gives you creativity, diligence, decision making, and also morality. Just bring your attention there, stay for a minute, then bring all your documents. 1 hour, 1 week, definitely all of us, we can do it. And this also expresses our love for money, our focus towards money. So 10th practice is this. Weekly, take out 1 hour's time to monitor all your investments, all your assets, all your liabilities, all your budget, cash flow. Just check them once, and before that, do it some meditation, and after you close it, again close it with a sense of gratitude, with a sense of being blessed by money. So do this. These 10 practices can literally change the quality of our life. I urge all of you, please do this for next 21 days. And we will come up with more and more such sessions. And I would urge, in case you have so far not subscribed and you loved this session and similar session you would love, please do consider subscribing, and also do like the video. If you all liked it, please do like the video right now, so that will help the algorithm to make this video available to more and more people, so that more and more people can get enriched through this process. So how was the session in one word? If you can just share with me, how did you like the session, and how much of this you can apply in your life? And please continue viewing. We would come up with more such videos, and all the description in the description we are going to share all the links. Please do watch them so that you can complete the processes that we have already shared in this. Yes. Lovely comments coming in. I really, really love these comments. Great to see all your wonderful, wonderful comments there. I trust all of us would definitely commit ourselves to apply these things in our life, and also you can choose to share with others, with your family members, with others who you love and care for. Do share these videos and help them as well in this process. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy to connect with you again. We will come again with another live session soon. We'll be announcing that. And please do join, and let's learn together, grow together, and bring in change in this world and to humanity. Thank you very much. God bless.